Hey guys, it's Shondipon here and this is the review for the Poco X2 after using for 3 months. I'll be talking about its pros, its cons. I will tell you guys if you should pick the Poco X2 in this price point. So now, let's get started. So let's talk about the design first. As every other phone in this price point, this smartphone also comes with a glass sandwich design. It has a Gorilla Glass 5 in the front and in the back as well. The back design is a unique one. There is a circular 3D ring around the camera. And yes, I quite like this design. This device also has a P2i nano coating in it. As I explained in the previous video, the P2i nano coating makes your phone kind of water resistant. I have used this phone without any case to see if it gets some micro scratches or not, and I am glad to say that this phone didn't get much. Yes, there are some, but it is quite negligible. But as this is a glass sandwich design, it attracts a lot of fingerprint. So I suggest you guys to use it with a case. Also, the back cameras of this smartphone has a huge camera hump. So if you use it with a case, you are also protecting the camera module from getting any scratches. This device doesn't come with an AMOLED display, so the power button of this device doubles up as this fingerprint scanner. And the fingerprint scanner is fast and quite accurate. So overall, the build quality of this phone is really good. I have no complaints regarding its build quality. So let's talk about the display now. This phone comes with 6.67-inch IPS LCD display with 120Hz refresh rate. Yes, the quality of the display is pretty good. But at this price point, there are phones with AMOLED screen. As you guys know, I prefer 60Hz AMOLEDs over higher refresh rate LCD displays. And the main reason for that is I consume a lot of multimedia. And watching multimedia in an AMOLED screen is a great experience for me. And most of the popular games like PUBG, Fortnite, Call of Duty doesn't support the higher refresh rate. So if you ask me, I will definitely go for 60Hz AMOLEDs over 120Hz LCD display. But lastly, it depends on your preference whether you like LCD over AMOLED. This phone also comes with wide wall L1 support. That means you can also watch the content of Netflix and Amazon Prime in HD quality. So overall, this is a good display. But lastly, it depends on your preference. So let's talk about the cameras now. So we have 4 cameras in the back, and out of which 2 cameras are relevant. The primary shooter is an IMX686 64MP shooter with 1.8 aperture. As you can see, the pictures taken from the rear camera is really good. Here you can see the dynamic range of this camera is really good. Also, the color contrast of this camera is on point. Overall, the main 64MP shooter of the Poco X2 captures really good quality images. The macro camera and the depth camera is quite pointless here. It's just 2MP shooter and to be honest, the pictures taken from this macro lens are not really good. Even when you shoot in macro mode, it's barely able to focus. Also, there is no use of the 2MP depth shooter because the main camera and the chipset of this smartphone is AI capable. So you can get the depth effect via the camera software. So in spite of the portrait lens, the telephoto lens would have made a good sense. The 8MP ultrawide shooter doesn't make a good sense either, because the ultrawide is designed to capture more area than the main sensor, so it demands more megapixels. Pictures taken from the ultrawide sensor is good, but you can definitely notice the color shifting. So in the front we have dual punch hole style camera setup, and one of them is 20MP which captures good quality selfies, and the other one is just 2MP depth sensor. As I said earlier, it's pointless. The 20MP sensor captures good quality selfies. But in spite of the depth sensor, they should have provided the ultra-wide sensor like the Realme 6 Pro. Overall, the Poco X2 comes with a good set of cameras. So let's talk about the performance of this device. This phone comes with Snapdragon 730G chipset, and as the name suggests, Snapdragon 730G is a gaming chipset. And it also has 6GB and 8GB RAM variant and 64, 128 and 256GB storage variant. The phone handles multitasking and heavy apps with ease, and you can barely see any kind of lag or stutter whatsoever. You can also play PUBG and Call of Duty in HD settings. Overall, this smartphone performs really well and I don't have any problem regarding its performance. So let's talk about the battery now. This smartphone comes with 4500 mAh of battery, and well, the battery life of this phone is really good. You can get 6 to 6.5 hours of SOT on a single charge. So this battery is going to last for a full working day. But in case you run out of juice, it has a 27 watt fast charger in the box. And it took like 57 minutes or so to charge it from 10% to 100%. So the battery life and the battery quality of this phone is really good. So let's talk about the software now. This smartphone comes with MIUI 11 on top of Android 10. And as you all know, MIUI is a feature-rich UI. You can get the regular things like 3-finger screenshot, double tap to wake up. Also, you can change the font, you can change the theme, and even you can change the boot animation as well. But yes, some of you may have questions about the ad situation of MIUI. During my users, I haven't encountered any kind of ad in this UI. Even Mr. C. Manmohan, a Xiaomi official, has told us that the Poco brand will not get any kind of ads. This device comes with a lot of apps pre-installed, but thankfully you can uninstall them. So overall, the software experience of this phone is pretty good. So yes, I have bought this device in just 16,999, but due to recently GST hike, this device is now retailing around 17,499. And by paying that much, you are getting a great build quality, a great set of cameras, 27 watt fast charging, 120Hz display and 4500 mAh battery. So under 20,000, this device is the best device you can get now. So that's the review for the Poco X2. Please let me know what you think about this device, and if you have any question regarding this device, you can post it in the comment section. I will definitely going to answer that. Also give this video a thumbs up if you like it, share it with your friends, and lastly subscribe to my channel for more awesome videos like this. So thank you guys, see you in the next one.